Hello friends, I am Professor Rajesh Tayal, and today in this video I am going to talk about reasons for lack of concentration. And if this is an issue with you or any child or any friend, then stick till the end of this video. You will learn a lot. And this video is a part of my full program that is called Read Fast, Learn More. Most comprehensive program available across the globe for the purpose of learning. This program not only talks about fast reading, because reading is the first step in the process of learning. There are lot many things involved in that. Reading is the first step, learning is the last step. So in between reading and learning, lot many things are there which are not known generally. So this is one of the most comprehensive program, and if you want to know more, my numbers are already here. You can get in touch with me later. Right now, we'll talk about reason for lack of concentration. So friends, in last 2.5 decades, I've been traveling not only across India but also in neighboring countries, and one complaint I've very commonly heard from the students as well as from the parents, and this is the complaint: lack of concentration. Let me tell you one thing: lack of concentration and lack of focus, these are two different things. Generally, students are lacking focus. They have the capacity to concentrate, right? And if you look at yourself, you'll find that you can certainly concentrate in any activity in which you are interested. So if you can concentrate in the activity in which you are interested, it means you know how to concentrate. What is the issue? The issue is focus. If the focus is not there, concentration will also not be there. Right. So if I talk about lack of concentration, that is altogether a different issue. Some of you may be aware of the concept called as ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. That is a mental disorder. If a child is having ADHD, he cannot focus on anything, literally anything, and he cannot even sit at one place for a longer period of time. Hyperactivity, that is altogether a different condition, that is a mental disorder. So this is, or rather these two are not similar. There is no comparison in two concepts. So there is nothing like lack of concentration. There is a case of lack of focus. But even after having the focus, what are the main reasons? I'm going to describe. In this video, I'm just highlighting the issues. First, you have to identify what is your reason. Then you can get in touch with me for the solution also. Right? You have to have your notebook and pen ready. Note down all the things what I'm going to describe and then identify your reason. Talk to your friends. Talk to other people. Identify their reasons. Then you will understand that I have given you something very, very valuable, that you can identify the reason. And if you know the reason, only then you can find the solution. If the reason itself is not known, you're trying to treat something superficially, it is never going to be treated. Right? So that's why I'm giving you the root causes because of which the concentration is deviated or the person gets distracted. Now, some of the things which are never taught and not even assessed anywhere. Reason number one: your learning style. What is your learning style? Are you aware of? May not be. Three dominant learning styles. Number one is visual. Number two is auditory. Number three is kinesthetic. Among these three also, these two are main. Kinesthetic automatically gets involved everywhere, and everything you cannot learn through the kinesthetic process. So main are either visual or auditory. So how do you learn? By chance, our schooling system, our education system is such that everybody is taught in the same manner. Everybody doesn't learn in the same manner. Teaching may be same, but learning is not same. Right? So visual or auditory, one of these are going to be very, very prominent in your case. Do you understand the things easily when you see the images, when you see the diagrams, when you see the pictures, when you see the tables? If that is the case, then certainly you are here in this category. Otherwise, if you can remember the things by listening, then you fall under the category of auditory. People who love music, who can remember songs very easily, who can remember dialogues very easily, any movie, etc., then they fall under this category. Kinesthetic is always a part and parcel of the two of the activities. Kinesthetic means feeling, either touch or smell or something like, or something related to experiencing that activity. That is called kinesthetic. Right. So how do we involve kinesthetic in the case of learning? Simple activity, write down everything. So when you're writing, you are involving your mind, you are involving your eyes, and if you speak out, you are also involving auditory, plus you are involving all the muscles. That way your learning gets much more stronger. Right? Then number four, whether you love to study alone, that is solitary, or you love to study in a group, that also makes a difference. So whether alone or in a group. So these three are one category, these two are another category. First of all, identify where you are comfortable, what is your mode of learning. Only then you are going to really do well. If this itself is not known and everybody is being treated equally, if everybody is being taught in the same style, everybody is trying to learn in the same style, no, it will not work. Identify what is your area of learning, what is your style of learning. That makes a difference, right? That was reason number one. Right? So because you, if you are being taught or you are trying to learn something in the style which is not your style of learning, certainly concentration is bound to be less. Reason number two, this is lack of clarity. What I'm learning now, how it is beneficial to me, or what is the disadvantage of if I don't learn this, clarity is missing there from. So lack of clarity in two ways: benefits of learning and loss of not learning. These may not be clear, right? And if you cannot see the benefit, how this learning can shape your future, certainly interest is going to be less. There is another reason which is associated here itself. You cannot imagine your future self. You cannot imagine what will be your position in future if you fail to learn at this point of time. For this, little bit of research is needed. Look around, see the condition of the people, those who have learned seriously where they are, and those who did not learn seriously when the time was there where they are. Subject to certain exceptions, you will always find all the leaders are the great learners. Leaders, I'm not talking about political leaders. I'm talking about the leaders in the any profession, any vocation. Those who are leaders, they are certainly great learners. They are always open to learn something more. Their thirst for more learning never ends. They're always learning hunger, always hungry for more knowledge, always hungry for more knowledge. They are open to learn from any person. This is something very, very crucial. If you cannot imagine your future self with the knowledge and without the knowledge, then certainly interest is going to be lacking. Think where you will be, and for that you have to look around, do a little bit of research and find out the people, those who did well during the process of learning, where they are and how their career is progressing, and where and how the career of those people is progressing who did not learn it correctly at the right time. That will act as a booster for you. Number four, there may be lack of interest in the subject. Lack of interest in the subject that you are studying or you are reading or you are learning. Because learning is not only for students, whether you are a professional or you are a chartered accountant or you are advocate or you are a doctor or engineer, whatsoever be your profession. Learning is a continuous process. It never ends. And the day learning ends, the career begins to decline. Right, so learning never stops. So if I'm talking about the students, I'm talking about every person in general. I'm talking about the study, I'm talking about learning. Okay, so lack of interest in the subject. So why the interest is not there? Only one reason, because it is understanding is missing. If you understand the subject, there is no question that you will not be interested in that subject. So interest is the main thing, but interest comes only after understanding. And for understanding, there are multiple ways of doing it. First of all, see whether any help is available to you. Somebody can explain you the concept so you really understand. When you understand, you are bound to be interested in the subject. And if the help is not there, I suggest follow strict discipline. Keep on reading the same thing again and again and again and again till it is understood. And the moment it is understood, things will become easy for you. Two ways: either find external help. Do not hesitate to ask questions. Keep on asking questions till you really understand, because this is related to this. Your hesitation can be the biggest blocker in your progress. Do not hesitate. Keep on asking questions till you understand, because understanding is related to interest, and interest is related to your future success. Keep on asking question till the concept is clear. So if you are not interested in the subject, if you really look deep into that, why you are not interested, you will find that there is a lack of understanding. That is the sole reason that you are not interested. Find some external help. And in certain cases, even this is related to word power also. Every subject is having a specific word power requirement. Before you start any subject, focus on those words. Get to know the meaning of those. Get to know the concept, and then you start reading anything, you will find the things easier. Number five, This is something interesting, purely psychology based. These are results are far off. We are living in the world where everything is instant. Same thing we are applying for learning also. Today I learned something, tomorrow somebody is going to ask me questions on that. I answer, day after tomorrow I get the result, and within 2 days thereafter I get promoted. This doesn't happen with learning, right? This expectation of results, quick results, immediate results is a problem. You know what happens that if I tell a student that today you have to start learning and your exams are going to be after 6 months or after 1 year, the first thing is there is enough time. Why should I start now? I've seen that very closely while being associated with the CA students particularly. Between IPCC and final there is a 3 years gap, and majority of them will wake up only during last 6 months after wasting first 2.5 years. Result, 90% of students fail. Check anywhere. 90% of students fail in CA final exam because they keep on sleeping for 2.5 years. They start preparing only during last 6 months, and then they find all the number of issues. Do not assume that there is too much of time. Whenever exams are planned, those are planned in such a way so that you can study thoroughly, right? So this is the situation where lots of students keep on passing the time. That is complete waste, complete killing of the time, and that is a criminal waste. Later on they regret. Results may be later, but learning is today. Even if nobody is going to test you, still the learning is going to benefit you. Why to wait that it is being tested and the results are going to be announced that you are going to get some benefit out of that result? Forget that. The object should be learning. Do not think about the returns that you are going to get immediately after that learning. Returns may be there, returns may not be there immediately, but in future certainly returns are bound to be there. The number 6 is lack of discipline. Again, my experience, every student makes a timetable. Today I'm going to study for 10 hours, the 2 hours this subject, 2 hours this subject, 2 hours this subject. He starts following that timetable, and within 1 week timetable goes for a toss. No more. Again another timetable, again another timetable. Why? Making timetable is not a learning. That is not going to give you anything. Whatever you decide, you have to follow. You have to be committed, have a discipline that whatever you decide, you will do that, irrespective of whether you like or you don't like. But once you follow a discipline, the question of like and dislike gets subsided. This is the key, right? Examine, check yourself whether you follow discipline. And if you follow discipline, how long? Till you get the desired results, follow your own discipline. Everything must have rules. Have you framed rules for your life? You are going to frame your rules. Nobody is going to tell you. Once you make your own rules and then follow, then I promise that success is bound to be yours. What is success? That is a different thing for different people. I'm not talking about only financial success. Whatever you decide, success is bound to be yours if you decide the rules and then you follow those rules strictly. Follow the discipline. Success will bound to be yours. Number 7, There are conflicting priorities. Number of things are there to do, and given a choice, what you will choose? Again, something absolutely psychological. Mind will always go for shortest and easiest things. Mind will always take you to shortest and easiest task. So anything which is little difficult or difficult is bound to get postponed. Till how long it will be postponed? Till it becomes urgent. And when it becomes urgent, then you are not going to do that seriously. Somehow you will try to finish it off. Quality is compromised. And if the quality is compromised, the results are also going to be compromised. So what is to be done first? In the language of Brian Tracy, one of the best trainers in personal development in the world, he says, eat that frog first. This is only symbolic. This means do the toughest task first. What is toughest in your own perception? Try to finish off that first so that later on, somehow you don't have to finish it. Eat that frog first. The toughest task should be completed first. And if this priority is not understood, then certainly your mind is going to take you for the shortest and the easiest things. I give it another wording. As of now, if you look in your schedule, you are busy. Certainly you are busy, but you are busy with easy or with uneasy. Take a note of that. You have to check yourself whether you are busy with easy or you are busy with uneasy. If you are busy with easy, certainly you are killing your time, you are wasting your time. There is not going to be progress. Desired progress will never be there. Next, place of study. Do you have a fixed place? If the place is not fixed, something metaphysical I'm talking about, every place has got energy. And unless you sit for a study for learning at a fixed place, the learning will always be distant. Why there is always a fixed seat in the office for everyone? Even in classroom also so many times seats are allotted. And even if there is no allotment of seat, when you go to the school or you go to the college, you prefer to occupy the same seat. Then why not for studies? The place should be fixed. And regarding the place, what things create disturbance that I'm writing here? In this place, it is clean or this is cluttered. Make it sure that a place of study is absolutely clean. This should not be cluttered. How is the lighting there? Do you have a proper lighting system? Lighting, I'm talking about the brightness of the light. Lesser light or too brighter light. Both are disturbing. Number 9. Organize the place. Before study starts, before you sit for learning, pen, paper, reading material, reading glasses, water, whatever you need for next 2 hours, everything should be there on that table. Otherwise, every 5 minutes you get up, gets disturbed for one reason or other, you're never able to focus there on. Arrange everything in advance on the table. Then only things are going to be correct. Number 10, wrong company. Your personality is a reflection of personality of the people with whom you spend most of the time. You're bound to copy the habits of the people with whom you're spending your time. It is said that your personality is average of 5 people with whom you spend time. You have to choose your company very, very correctly, very, very carefully, and you should be spending your time with the people from whom you want to learn, whom you want to copy in your life, in your career. You spend time with those. Wrong company, wrong impression, wrong personality will be created. Number 10, environment. You spend two-thirds of the time at home, one-third time outside. Where from you are going to get the maximum learning? Certainly from the home. First 20 years maximum time is between school and at home only. Between 20 and 50, then some time is spent outside. Still, at least half of the time is spent at home. So whether you have an environment at home which is conducive for learning or not, as a parent, you have to ensure that you spend some good time in the process of learning so that children mirror you. If you have siblings, make it sure that at least you start the practice so the siblings start following that. So environment at home is a very, very important thing. So create an environment of learning. I've seen the families where the TV is on throughout the day, from the beginning, from early morning till late evening. Only movies are running, and the whole family is sitting in front of the TV watching movies. What kind of environment is that? Will there be any learning any time in the life? Never. And I've seen complete destruction of those career of those people. Make environment learning friendly. What is a good time for a study? Early morning, morning hours, afternoon, evening, late night. What are the good hours for a study? These timings depend. But one thing is very clear, that if you sit for studies, when mind is exhausted, your body is completely exhausted, absorption is going to be not more than 25%. And if you sit for a study, when you are mentally and physically fresh, your absorption, your learning will be very, very fast. Choose your timings. That depends upon your individual's biological clock. Check what is the time when you are most productive. It may be early morning, it may be late evening, but certainly it is not never late night. Late evening means before 10 o'clock. You should wind up all your studies, all the learning process before 10 p.m. Go to bed. What is the good time? That is also very, very important. The number 13, when you go for late night studies, All possibilities you go for tea and coffee. How the caffeine is going to help you? Caffeine is a stimulant, but if it is in the limit. Excess of everything is the poison. So if you, even if you take excess caffeine, this is also going to disturb your attention, this will disturb your sleep, everything will be disturbed, and acidity and gastric is going to be there because of excess caffeine. Avoid this, right? So there are many more things. Number 14, is there any physical discomfort or there is an illness? This is another reason for lack of concentration. And the biggest problem, I was waiting to explain this, which is the biggest hindering. Sad. This is stress, anxiety, depression. Stress is, you can say, it's a burden. When somebody thinks that the subject that he has to study, that he has to learn, is much more than his capacities, that is stress. Anxiety is a consistent fear. Lots of fears are there. I'll explain that sometime later. Depression. This is called sad. One of the biggest reason for lack of concentration. You check anybody who's under stress or who's under depression or who's under anxiety, whether he is able to concentrate on the work. Never. Right. Then number 16, negative self-talk. What do you talk to yourself? Something positive, something negative. If you are having a negative self-talk, you are creating a negative aura around you and you are spreading negativity. What you will attract? Only negativity. Much more discussion is needed, but right now I can suggest you only one thing, that if you have any negative self-talk, please stop it immediately. If the mind gives you any message which is negative, immediately nullify. Do not accept that. And the last thing in this series, this is poor nutrition. I can talk a lot about the nutrition which is required for learning, for study, for good physical strength as well as mental strength, but this is not the time. So these are the list of the some of the region. This is not the exhaustive list, but one thing I can tell you, that this list you will never find anywhere. Identify what is your reason. Everything cannot be there in your case, but one of the reasons or two or three of the reasons may help you. If you can pinpoint, right, then I will give you solutions. For finding the solution, these are the numbers on which you have to connect. Now let me brief you something about the course, that is Read Fast Learn More. I told you earlier. Read fast, learn more. What is your current reading speed? Current reading speed yours is approximately between 150 to 200 250 words per minute, and the world record is around 80,000 words per minute. So why your reading speed is so slow? All because of wrong training since the beginning. So that's why first part I teach how to read fast. I can help you to grow your reading speed up to 5 times of your existing speed within 90 days. 5x. And when you read faster, certainly your attention also gets stuck there. You get more attentive. Your memory gets better. Then comes learning. I told you there is a huge gap between reading and learning. So I explain completely what is required for understanding, what is required for learning. Other than that, in the course I am talking about time management. More than 70 things where you can save time. Even if you start saving time for 1 minute a day on one activity, you will end up saving hours and hours together. Number two, how to be free from distractions. Which is the biggest distraction in your life as of today? Certainly your mobile phone. So every invention was done with the intention of saving the time, but the result is we are wasting more and more time only on those inventions. Be very, very cautious what is distracting you. It may be human, it may be some technology. So how to be free from that, that also I'm going to teach there. Then there is a question of presentation. How to make very good presentation for the purpose of scoring the good marks in the exam. Your handwriting. How to write faster, how to write better, that is also part of that program. There is also about goal setting. Solution to all the issues that I discussed today, that is also part of that program. So many more things are there. The total duration of program, you cannot decide right now because I keep on adding more and more things in that course every week. To know more about the subject or the course, get in touch on these numbers. Thank you very much, friends. Be in touch.